And what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to SoCal Exploring. My name is Scott, and you're watching the #1 stop for all things theme park related. Today, I know I'm a little bit late to the party and reacting to this incredible flyover of the Disneyland Resort at its current state, which the current state is there's nobody in the park, and there's no cast members in the park, or at least no regular cast members. There's essential cast members in the park right now roaming around, but for the most part, there's nobody roaming around the Disneyland Resort, the Disneyland Park, California Adventure, nobody at all. But we have this guy his channel name is Mika Muzio. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. He's been doing incredible flyovers of different landmarks around the Southern California area. He just did one for Universal Studios Hollywood, which was really neat, and I should have reacted to that, but I just got too lazy, unfortunately. But today I'm going to be reacting to the Disneyland flyover, and we're going to be checking out some stuff that we can see if we can see any visible construction. So continuing, even though they did say, hey, construction's going to be stopping, maybe we can see some new stuff that was happening before the actual parks shut down, and before they even said that they weren't going to continue construction. Maybe it's going to be cool to see all the different show buildings, because you don't see a lot of that. It's kind of impossible to fly a helicopter over Disneyland and getting the permission to actually do it, because you do have to have permission to fly a helicopter over the Disneyland Resort. So for him to get this permission is absolutely insane and mind-boggling. But I'm sure we're going to see lots of cool stuff, so let's go ahead and check it out. But if you're new here, donate to our Buy Me a Coffee page to help us produce higher quality theme park content. Just click the link in the description and donate $3 today. We also have a merchandise store, at SoCal Exploring Official merchandise. Click the link in the description as well, or visit teespring.com/store/SoCal Exploring -3. Subscribe if you're new here with those bell notifications on. Check us out on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. And as always, check out our podcast, the Keep Exploring podcast, that you can find on Spotify and on YouTube. Alright, so I'm going to put this in full screen for you guys so we can both check it out together if it ever loads. There we go. Make sure this is in HD. Alright, so we first start off with Anaheim, which is the home area of Disneyland, and we can see the freeway right there. Seems like there's not a lot of cars on the freeway right now, which is crazy, because down here where I live, it seems like there's a lot of people on the road. Right here we're getting a cool flyover over Angel Stadium. That's where the Anaheim Angels play for baseball. That's really neat. Look at that. I know this is about Disneyland, but this is just a neat thing to see nonetheless. So empty. I'm wondering why there's so many cars. Oh, like he even put like a question mark there. Why are there so many cars? That's so weird. Like what event is going on? You can just see how huge that actual parking lot is for the Angel Stadium, though. Now he's slowly approaching Disneyland. There it is right there. You can see all the hotels there that are right across the way from Disneyland. You can see the parking structure way in the back over there. Pixar Pals and Mickey and Friends. Wow, look, it's so weird to see this, like an aerial view like this. Oh my god, it looks so beautiful. Now just think about it. It's so weird, like I said, to see it like this. It's just you're in such a big land, and you feel like you're in such a big theme park when you're there, and it still is a big theme park, but from the helicopter view, it looks so small in a way, almost. Man, this is just weird, seeing it like this. It's really, really odd. Wow. Look at that. Right there you can see Submarine Voyage. You can see all of the Autopia cars lined up, all just sitting there stationed. All the submarines for the Submarine Voyages. You can kind of see like the track that Submarine Voyage runs along. That's really neat. Then to your left you can see Space Mountain and that show building, which is, there's no hidden show building. It's all in that one little dome. And then of course we have Launch Bay. This is going to be a perfect video to reference when they start to eventually go all out on the Tomorrowland overhaul, kind of speculating what they could put there. Wow. You can see the People Mover track, the abandoned People Mover track, that is, all right there. Matterhorn, my favorite attraction at Disneyland. We're coming up on Main Street right here, the main hub area. And I'm sorry that I keep pausing. I just want to take a moment to talk about things like this. There's that main hub area, which actually looks really small from a helicopter view. And then if you can see towards the right side area, You can see the still blue little dome tent that's still covering the carousel because it's still under refurbishment. It doesn't look like, from what I can see, there's no change on Snow White's Scary Adventures. But just for you guys to get a little like a look at this, those two buildings where Fantasyland is at, think of it, so to the left of the, or let's just say above the carousel, that big blue tent, you have not only the restaurant connected there, Red Rose Tavern, you have Pinocchio's Daring Journey, the show building there, and you have Snow White's Scary Adventure, that show building as well, all in that little building. And then if you hop sides to the other area, you have Peter Pan's Flight, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and Alice in Wonderland. That all is shared in that same show building. It's crazy to see how small that is for 3 rides. And like most of the rides besides Snow White's Scary Adventure aren't that short. Actually, Peter Pan's kind of short. What am I saying? But most of the dark rides, the Fantasyland dark rides, aren't that short. So it's amazing that they can cram it into these little show buildings, all 3 of them. It's crazy to see it. But we're going to keep moving along here as he slowly starts to approach Galaxy's Edge, which he zooms in right there, as you can see. Now, this is so cool because you always, you don't see Disneyland ever empty like this, but you never have seen Star Wars Galaxy's Edge empty besides when they're actually doing construction work. But to see it at an aerial view like this, I mean, Galaxy's Edge, it just goes to show you how big the land actually is. A lot of people say it's a small land, but it looks like a fairly large land. It's so cool to see the Millennium Falcon right there. And as you can see to the right is the Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run show building, as well as some of the other cool things going on in Galaxy's Edge on the planet of Batuu. Oh, look at that view. Wow. That is a beautiful view. The Pirates Island and the lake surrounding it. You don't realize how big of a chunk. Now, this is the thing, right? If Disneyland were to ever, the Disneyland creative team and whoever's behind creating the different rides and attractions, which is the Imagineers, but whoever gives a green light on, hey, you guys can go ahead and make this attraction, Imagineers, or whoever does that, if they were to destroy this area, the whole lake in itself, I get it, it's Disney history, but we need to make way for new stuff. This would be such a huge area for them to work with. Think of a massive land there. It would be insane. Flying over, now you can see a better view of the parking garage, Pixar Palace at least. You can see Haunted Mansion is still in refurbishment process, and you can actually see the show building. You can see the facade of the Haunted Mansion, and then you see the actual huge, absolutely huge show building right behind it. It's cool to see Splash Mountain from above. It looks like Splash Mountain. Yeah, it is drained. I mean, it makes sense for them to have it drained. Why would they want to have the water store running when there's nobody riding the attraction? You can also see the other entrance to Galaxy's Edge. It looks like he's going to do a slow-mo replay in 10 seconds. Oh, look, you can see the Incredicoaster behind him there and the rest of California Adventure. I don't know if he flies over there. This is the first time that I'm watching this. So here's doing a slow-mo. Look at that smooth slow-mo footage. Wow. Speed it up a little bit here because we've already seen all of this stuff. I want to see if he goes over DCA at all. I don't know if he does or not. A couple other things that I didn't mention is, here, let's see if we can see Adventureland somewhere in here. Let's see, Adventureland. So that would be the, oh, see, it's weird because Adventureland's kind of hidden in the trees to the left-hand side, but you can definitely see that it's there, just not anything visible. You can see the Mark Twain Park there. It's so weird to see nobody in Disneyland. Big Thunder Mountain there, you can see the long bit of track. You can also see throughout this whole video the railroad going across the whole theme park. It's insane. See how long that railroad is. It feels like such a fast train ride, but it's not. It's a pretty long train ride. Let's see. Can he go over to DCA at all? Nope, it's looking like he's not gonna go over to DCA. But wow, that is insanely cool. Like, this guy, he does such great work, and I've been watching some of his other videos, not just off the theme park videos, but he does such great work in his flyover videos, and getting to see Disneyland like that is absolutely insanely cool. I wish we would have been able to see DCA. Oh no, they probably didn't want to show DCA just due to the fact of Avengers Campus construction. I was thinking about that right now. Disney probably didn't permit him to fly over DCA just because of Avengers Campus construction. Obviously, that's a big thing right now that everybody wants to see, and that'd be giving away quite a bit if you were to fly over DCA. But that was still a neat view of Disneyland from up above. Like, it's so cool. I mean, we talked about one that ABC did, but it wasn't the greatest quality, and they kind of just showed a couple seconds of Disneyland. But this one, I'm impressed by this one. This one's smooth, this one's super HD, and it looks so cool. I'm just so excited to get back out of the parks. It's looking like the parks are gonna open very soon, within a month and a half, I'd say. The coronavirus is slowly starting to slow down. It's still a very serious thing, so protect yourselves out there, but it's slowly starting to slow down, so I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to get back out to one of my favorite theme parks, Disneyland. But if you enjoyed the video, subscribe with those bell notifications on, because we're doing videos like this all the time, as well as weekly theme park updates, despite being stuck at home and not being able to get out to the theme parks. Follow us on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. My name is Scott. You've been watching SoCal Exploring. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring parks. Wow, that was an old saying. I recently took the parks out of the little slogan. Let's try that again. Remember to keep exploring,